Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simp in All Subjects channel. So, let's continue what we've been discussing, and that's dating advice for men over the age of 40. You guys, like I said, you watched the video. I had a whole lot more to say. Make sure y'all tune into all of this because I had to break it up. Like, I got two parts to this that are less than 5 minutes because I'm moving around doing things. And I know if I put it on pause, it's going to shut off. So I just went off. Like, I got an important call. And then I had something else I had to do. So we're going to finish up this video. We got a ways to go yet where we're going now. So we're going to finish up this video. So don't let nobody tell you too old to date. I mean, anytime you dealing with women, that's considered, and that's called dating. Like, no matter how you try to look at it, you know, it's not just when you commit, it's when you deal with them in any way, shape, or form to get any type of intimacy, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's both. So, us older men, like, it's always good if you're not wise in the area to get wisdom from someone who is wise in that area. That would be me. I've seen a lot, I've heard a lot, I've experienced a lot. And I share all of that with you guys. You know, I'm in the red pill job. I've been in red pill jobs practically the whole 2000 era and even a little before. So I've seen a lot of the things I say. It's like when you're a prophet, it's like you see visions as you speak. And so sometimes a lot of what you say is based off of what you've seen. That's why they used to call prophets seers. Because, like, in my mind, I'm seeing situation, events, people, and then I'm putting it all together with the things I say. And that's why I be in y'all business sometimes. Like, you ain't got to tell me your business for me to be in your business. That's just the way it is. You dealing with prophets, you gonna always have, the real prophet's gonna have you like, who, me? Was he talking about me? Sometimes you would be, sometimes you ain't. But they always gonna think that you talking about them. Because sometimes that be guilt. They know what you saying applies to them, but they don't want to view themselves in those ways. So a lot of time people get angry, they get upset. But let's continue with this advice. Never get stuck in those things, in those ways that are different from what the world is today. It's all right to listen to R&B. I still listen to Isley Brothers and Guy and Atlantic Star, Midnight Star. I still listen to all of that. You can like those songs, but they not be relevant today. Jasper, all of them. I listen to all that stuff. That's the main thing I listen to. I listen to R&B, 80s R&B. I listen to 80s, the soft rock 80s. I listen to 90s stuff. Like, yeah, I listen to some things from today, but not many. But you got to be the type. Don't you meet somebody, you trying to love them already, man. You should be trying to vet them, not love them. Guys be trying to love these chicks out the gate. They don't like that. They don't respond positively to that. And if they responding positively to it now, now I can't speak for every single one of them. But I'm going to show you something that you go by. If she loved a dude that didn't love her, that treated her harshly, and you try to come with the love, what's the chances that she gonna accept that in a positive way? slim to nothing. So don't get caught in your old habits that you did, stuff you did when you was 22 years old, and you 42 now, you 47 now, you 40 now. The women of the world is different, and I tell y'all all the time that social media damage things. You think you can be lover boy today? Good luck to you. You're gonna need luck. You're gonna need luck. 7 at the crap table. Out the rip. You're gonna need luck. So that's the next piece of advice I want to give you. Don't get caught in them old habits, man, where you just be loving these chicks, you just be infatuated. These ain't them kind of women, man. You need to find out if she has a disease. You need to find out if she's on drugs. You need to find out if she's with somebody. You need to vet them out. How can you love somebody you don't even know? It's what you know about them that's supposed to make you love them. Y'all be trying to love women you don't even know like that. And guys be rushing into marriage. And then when you find out who she is, you don't want her no more. And she don't want you. But now, guess what? Guess what? Alimony, child support, 50% of everything you get, go to them. That's why we tell y'all not to marry, not the marriage license, marry especially. And that's why you gotta be careful, especially you a 40-something-year-old churchgoer, Christian. Because you're going to be trying to run down the aisle. Yeah, she might be pretty with that makeup on and that wedding dress, but is her attitude going to be pretty after you done signed the dotted line? Probably not, man. And you're going to be stuck. So you need people like me and others to keep you on the right path. Don't mix the Most High with everything. You can't mix him with everything. He's above everything. He's holy and pure. But some of these things, it's going to be completely your experience. So if you try to run and marry somebody talking about you putting it in God's hand, and then you find out she was a hoe, getting trains ran on her, and she still been texting her ex-boyfriend, she still can get, she can get you to linger on for 2-3 years. You get a higher paying job, or you get a promotion at your job, or you start a business, and now she's entitled. She's entitled to what's yours. You got to try to avoid that stuff, man. You got to try to avoid it. So make sure you ain't trying to be no lover boy with these women, because you got to realize most of them, they come from the hookup. Think about it. If your girl or the chick you like is, let's say she's 44, that means that, and she's not married, that means that she came up through that hookup culture. So she was 32. What was it, 2012? She was 32 when all that was going on. What was she doing? That's what you need to find out before you start running down the aisle thinking you being righteous before God. These chicks will make you very unrighteous if you're not careful. Y'all think every dude that choked this woman up, and I don't condone it at all, was an unrighteous guy? Some of those guys will push beyond what they buttons entail. And things happened that wasn't right and that shouldn't happen. But you can avoid that, man, if you had a proper attitude towards these women. That's next thing. We talked about it on all the other parts. We're going to keep talking about it. You got to have a proper attitude. They are for fun. You make them take you serious. You make them make you take them serious. How do you make them make you take them serious? You make them disclose who they are and who they've been as a person. And you make them prove themselves to you. Because let me tell you something, what these women don't want to accept is a lot of the things that they've said and done have diminished the value of them and being with them. I don't care, oh, well, I'm saved now, I'm under the blood of the Lamb for 2 years. But you 45. So you want me and you want other guys to get rid of all that you've done, all that you've said in the last 43 years because you made an agreement that we don't even know if you really did that with the Most High. Nah, that ain't how it works, sister. That ain't how it works, darling. I still need to know what you did and who you've been as a person. Just in case that person comes back. I don't need to be stuck with you. And I don't need to pay you. Because if I'm going to pay somebody jacked up, I can go, there's so many streets. I know about some of them, even though I've never partaken. Don't jump to no conclusion. In Milwaukee, it's down on Lisbon Avenue. I know about Figueroa in LA. What's the track? The track over there in Chicago. Man, you can get a woman to enthusiastically perform on you for way less than you committing to this broad. And now she don't want to do anything that made you want to commit to her. It's a bad deal. That's why you can commit to women. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But the whole entire time, you got to have that dump button in your mind and in your heart. Whereas if she not being and giving you what made you want to stick to her, you just say, all right, I guess my time is up. So that's another thing. Guys, if you're dealing with women that's your age, over 40, just know and understand that they hoes too. A lot of them can be hoes, a lot of them are hoes. And the most dangerous part about some of the older ones just like that is they done figured out clever ways to get away with it, more so than a little wet behind the ears, little young 304. The old 304, they'll have you thinking, so you telling me your whole entire life you only slept with one man? I don't believe that. You gonna have to prove that. Yep, I only slept with one man. And meanwhile, you find out she done sucked 3 men. She done hand jobbed 6 men. Dudes done stuck their fingers in her butt and her stuff, tongue down the throat. But she's saying that she trying to get you to think that she ain't did nothing. And then you mess around and now you in the same boat as all the rest of the dudes. Only difference is you finding out that them sticking the wing dang doozle in is equivalent to oral. It's equivalent to getting fingered and all that other stuff, because the women that maybe was a little more of a tease, they still gonna switch up on you down the line too. Because if they ain't got ramrodded like they want, their curiosity is gonna be there. And curiosity cares nothing about commitment. Let me say that again. And I ain't get this from nobody. Curiosity cares nothing about commitment. So if your woman get curious, you think, oh, I'm marrying her, and y'all tell people to marry them young, okay. That is still gonna come down to who she is inside. You marry him young, and now 40 years, you've been with her 18 years, y'all got married at 22. Now, she 40, got her chest out, got her feet out, got the tightest thing she could find on, because curiosity cares nothing about commitment. It just doesn't. If she gets curious, she ain't gonna care how long you been with her. She gonna want to see something. And that's why I say, I had the video earlier, guy needs to stop being trash man. Because the trash man he gonna come, excuse me. He's going to release his fluids all in your wife and your girl's mouth. And she's gonna come home, she gonna spit it out or swallow it, whatever she do. And she gonna come home like nothing happened. Gonna be eating off the same forks, same spoons, kissing you goodbye on the lips. And she just had Pookie, who got 5 other girls, all in her mouth. Commitment and curiosity are enemies. Curiosity cares nothing about commitment. Y'all gotta realize that. Gotta realize that. So you gotta, I ain't gonna say this enough. You gotta vet them older ones out even more than the younger ones. You gotta vet them all, but you gonna have to vet, if you one of them dudes that be like, and I'm taking up the banner for older guys, man. Because I've seen, man, y'all just don't know. Just because you got a receding hairline don't mean that you ain't no pride. Don't let them tell you that, and don't let them Pookies tell you that. See, Pookie is an insecure little punk. So Pookie gonna always try to put you down. Because they a Pookie, they a Ray Ray. They gonna try to put themselves over you, even if they locked up at the time. Even if y'all ever seen, some of y'all correctional of, y'all ever seen these dudes who can't stay out of jail, but they always got something slick to say to you or about you? Your receding hairline, what you don't have, don't take away from the blessing that the Most High gave you by making you a man. Now, I do understand that, right? I'm gonna stay right here. Stay right here for a second. Finish this up. You can be 64 with a pot belly. You still more than and better than what anything else they got. Especially if they got a jailbird. Don't let them talk about how you fat. You know what's funny? I'm just mainly a big guy. I'm not like a fat guy per se. I'm just a big guy with me. Pause. Hey, listen. But when I got into it with Mr. Let Go, that chick on there, Antoinette already exposed how she look in person. And she tried to say, he overweight. Let me tell you something. First foremost, a lot of women like big guys. They like guys that's built like me. They like guys that's overweight. Each one of them is different. Don't get caught up into that. And this is the next piece of advice. Don't get caught up into that trying to become what they want. Forget them. If you not what they want currently, then you ain't their type. That's how you got to look at it. You got to find the ones that accept you as you are and the changes that you choose to make. Not the ones who, what you are right now, they don't like you. I'm telling you, that's just a bowl of problem. That's a big pot full of problem. So you don't change nothing for people who don't like you anyway. That's the next thing. That's why all of y'all is valuable. All of y'all, we should be hearing from anybody that can make video Share your wisdom, what you've learned, what you've experienced. Don't let these dudes with their little fake subs and they making money from YouTube, so we only should listen to them. No, everybody has a story to tell. And a lot of things that I tell them, you can't tell them. And a lot of things you tell them, I can't tell them. So we both valuable in this space. But guys get into this arrogant thing. First of all, like I asked Mr. Legault, are you a Freemason? Okay, you disqualifying yourself. You disqualifying yourself. We'll be back though. We got more stuff to talk about. Stay tuned.